Hello my beautiful book lovers. So I'm back with another video, just a quick announcement before I get started on my December TBR. I have been asked by my boss to go away for a week to the new location that they're opening up. I work in a retail store, for those of you who don't know or haven't seen it in my previous videos where I've mentioned it. Basically, they're opening a new location and they've asked me to go and train their cashiers there, so I'm going to be doing that. So for a week, I don't know how much time I'm going to have to film. I am going to pre-film a good majority of the list of videos I have come up with because I am trying to do Vlogmas. I know Kelly from Book Spills, I had mentioned to her Kelly's Book Spill. I'd mentioned to her that we should do like a group of a bunch of us just doing Vlogmas, so I've been trying to upload every day. Today is December 3rd, so it is the 3rd day of December, obviously. But basically, I'm going to film a bunch of these videos today or tonight or this week before I leave on Tuesday. So a lot of the outfits, as you can see with my Batman shirt, you can't really see it in the camera, will look the same. My hair will look the same. My makeup will look the same. But basically, yeah, all of it will just be the same. So anyways, I'm going to get into the books I want to read this month. I was a little ambitious, and I know how I said before, I didn't know how much I was going to be able to read because it is December, but because I am going away next week, I won't have a lot of free time, but more free time than I have now, just because it's a completely different place. Like, they have to fly me to this location. So I have a bit more time to read. As of when I'm at home, I'm worried about filming, I'm worried about uploading, I'm worried about prior engagements, about going out with my friends. Like tonight, I only look like this because I got off of work and I'm going to a friend of mine's comedy club that he runs and has great comics. If you want to know more about that, I will definitely do a video. Just leave a comment in the description box below. But anyways, let's just jump into it. So I've been a bit ambitious and I've chosen 8 books for this month. Mind you, I went to the library and I shouldn't be allowed to go anywhere with books because I always pick out a lot more than I should, and I just spilled them all on the floor. Anyways, I've already started for the month of December. Nicholas Sparks' The Longest Ride. The dust cover or jacket is not on the book at the moment because I am reading it. I am, about that far in. I got about a little less than half to do, which is great. The book's really amazing so far, and the movie comes out in, I believe, April, so I'm super, super excited. I think I'm going to do a review on this book when I'm finished. Sorry. But yeah, so that is the first book that I want to get done for this month. 2 of these books are really short. I also, as I just mentioned, I went to the library, so a lot of the books that I have are from the library. And one second. Okay. So the next book, not really the next, whichever one I decide to get to, is actually not from the library. It was in my November book haul, which I will leave in the description box below. But this was Kissing Snowflakes by Abby Sher is the next one. I'm really excited to read this book. It's obviously, she's in Vermont, so, and skiing, so it's kind of a more winter book, as people are saying. Not that I'm reading it because it's winter. I'm reading it because the love story behind it sounds really cute, and I'm all about the love stories. For anybody who really pays attention to what I read, it's usually romances. Not romances, but like teenage romances, young adult romances. But yes, so that's one. Another one I want to read that is not from the library that I mentioned in the November book haul is Whistling in the Dark, and this is definitely a book I'm going to do a review on. Just from the way the back sounds, I read the back in my November book haul, so if you want to know more about this book, definitely check out that video. This one is by Leslie Kagan, I believe. It looks like this. I'm super, super excited. I'm always super, super excited, but moving along, I now have 5 books from the library that I want to read. The first one is The Catastrophic History of You and Me, and this one is by Jess Rothenberg. Now, this one sounds amazing. Like, this is one of the books I am going to have to read the back because I read it in the library and I just thought, I need to read this book now. Like, absolutely now. So, it's Denial, Heartbreak, True Love. Bree is the biggest, cheesiest, sappiest romantic, and she believes that everyone will find their perfect someone. So when Jacob, the love of Bree's life, tells her he doesn't love her anymore, the news breaks her heart, literally, and she dies. But now that she's D&G, dead and gone, Bree revisits the living world to discover that her family has begun to unravel, and her best friend has been keeping an intimate secret about her boyfriend. Somehow, Bree must handle all of this while navigating through the 5 stages of grief with the help of Patrick, her mysterious guide to the afterlife. And how is she supposed to face the ever after with a broken heart and no one to call her own? So, I was really interested to read this book, and I honestly can't wait. I think this is going to be on the top of my pile after I'm done The Longest Ride. I'm definitely going to read this one next. It sounds amazing. Like, amazing. But moving on, the next book I picked up at the library and I definitely want to read is Bewitching by Alex Finn. So this is actually a story about the witch that is in Beastly, for anybody who has read that book or watched that movie. In the movie, the Olsen twin, one of them or both of them, I'm not too sure. I think it's just Mary-Kate Olsen. Excuse me. Plays a witch that casts a spell on the guy. But anyways, this is talking about her story and where her story began when she was a teenager for the first time. So I'm very interested and very excited to read this book. I originally seen this book on Book Outlet and I decided I wanted to check it out at the library first. Just because I have a little bit of a problem with Book Outlet and I'm going to do a video on that all by itself. But yeah, anyways, moving on. The next book I got is The Thing About the Truth, and this is by Lauren Bernholt, and I've read her book Two-Way Street, which was fantastic, so it was no hesitation to pick up this book when I seen it. I didn't even really read the back, but I'll be surprised when I read it. But yeah, so this one's The Thing About the Truth. So the next one I got was sort of, it was on their, like, winter table at the library. I don't know if that's just a My City thing. Excuse me. But they have, like, a winter reads. So this one's called 6 Months Later. Forgetting Changed Her. Remembering Might Destroy Her. That's not the name of the title. The title's just 6 Months Later, but that's what it says on the cover. This is by Natalie D. Richards. And this one, what I gather from the back is this girl falls asleep in May and she wakes up 6 months later. There's snow on the ground. She went from a mediocre student to now she's going to be the valedictorian, and the guy she never thought would be her boyfriend is now. So she doesn't know what is happening. She's trying to figure it out. Her best friend won't speak to her, and the back says remembering the truth could be more dangerous than she knows. So this definitely sounds really good. I'm really excited to actually read this one too. I'm always so excited when I see the book, like I have to read it. But anyways, the next book I picked up from the library is one that every booktuber I find is raving about, and Kelly's book spill definitely got me to find this book and decide to check it out, because I haven't been able to go to the bookstore, and I'm kind of on a book buying ban right now because I go insane every time I go anywhere. So for the month of December, I'm not buying any books. I don't know how well that's going to work out when I go to the new location for the store, but I'm going to try my best. And the next one is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. And this is the hardcover edition, but basically everybody's been raving about this, and Kelly was raving about this, and I decided I was going to pick it up and find out what the aestheticness was about this book. So I'm definitely going to pick this one up. I think I'm going to read this one closer to the end of December, just because I know I'm going to read the first one, or I mean, not close to the end of December, closer to the end of my list of books that I want to read for this month, just because I know I'm going to want to get the second one, and then I'm going to want to read the third one, and I'm going to end up going back to the library, or somebody will buy me the box set for Christmas, which I'm kind of hoping to. But anyways, that is the end of my December TBR. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are reading for December, or comment and let me know that you made a video about what you were going to read in December, and I will be glad to watch it. Thanks for watching, guys. I didn't want to make the video too long, but my announcement at the beginning made it long. Have a great night, guys.